Hey guys, it's me, Pyro here, and in today's video, we'll be playing the entirety of the Entity experience. After, like, a year of work on this game, well, almost a year, or maybe it has been a year, I think it's been like 10 months, something like that. I am so happy that I finished it, and I'm very proud of it. Obviously, some entities are better than others, like the old depth one. I didn't know how to make it turn, and I could have made it a lot cooler by making it turn in its corridor, but I couldn't. But yeah, I just say let's just get straight into it. So yeah, we're just gonna basically play through the entire thing, all entities, well, technically 4 floors, and I will be explaining their mechanics and like complimenting stuff about it and saying my favorite part. Okay, thank you so much for 500 likes. Like, oh my god, this is ridiculous. 500 likes. I would never think I would ever get this far. And yet we're here. So, yeah, hopefully tomorrow or soon after this video is uploaded, I will have something to show you all when I upload this, and it'll just be a short little thing, like probably 20 seconds of footage, but you guys will love it. Okay, well, let's just go ahead and get into it. We're also going to play in order that they came out, so we're starting from depth, going to break, then upstairs. Actually, it'd be that way, I think, and then up there. Let's go. First is depth. Okay, comes in, and you have to hide. See, this is what I mean by he could come this way. And he only comes through once. He plays his sound again just to scare you. But yeah, so the idea is that this is depth. He just comes through and he's going to rebound over here, but it's a safe spot since I couldn't figure out how to make it, because this is like my second good obby I ever tried to make. So yeah. Let's just go on to the next one, which should be silence. Another fan-made one. What I mean by fan-made here is that they were already made images for doors that were fan-made, and I just took them and using them for my own concepts and thinking how they would work. So let's go into silence. Oh, and he's gonna spawn kill me. Never mind. I can chase him then. But yeah, so the whole idea about him is that you have to hide in these floating things while he goes back and forth infinitely, and it just says silence on the walls and ceiling. And you end the room by going through dark light. Dark light? Bro, what? Not dark, bright light. Okay, shatter. This text just says floor 1 custom. So any text that's brown and has that means it says floor 1 custom. It tags because like everything likes to tag. Okay, shatter. My best entity when the game first came out. Okay, so you come through, the room turns blue, you have to hide in one spot and hide in the next one. And the reason why it's called shatter is because the idea is there would be no hiding spots because he had quote-unquote broken them. So you have to just come through, and it would usually be a room formation like this, and you'd have to go hide in the room formation where the sound was not coming from. So yeah, he would check every single part of the room. Okay, now we move on to the first update ever to the game, B10. He was a rooms custom. He has a revamped A60 image. So basically he just spawns in and goes by. Simple as that. Simple little A60 or even just rush kind of style thing. Okay, monochrome, another floor 1 custom. Basically he'd make a 2-sided room with Morse code there, and you just go back and forth, but the lockers would be disabled and you'd have to hide under a table. There we go. I actually don't remember what this Morse code says, so I'd have to go back and find out. Okay, smile. One of the probably the best of these early on entities. He's also floor 1. Here we go. So it spawns in, and then you just can't go in the room he's in. It kind of works like, say, A150 from Internal Rooms, but instead of having to hide from him while going into the previous room like this, you can actually just watch him. He doesn't kill you like that. Okay, poll suggested by my friend, but it says floor 1 custom because like I wasn't into viewer suggestions until the next one. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and explain it before I go in because it's really fast paced. Basically, he just blocks the locker that you're going in, so a broken locker has a chance for him to spawn, and he'll just come in there and completely break the locker. You are not able to go in there, and it happens a lot during rush encounters. So yeah, let me show you how it works in action. So come in. Broken locker, rush comes. You have to hide or escape. You actually can't hide because you broke the locker. You just have to escape. Now break. Viewer suggested by Borgor. I couldn't write Borgor because it tagged. Sad. But yeah, this is the first viewer suggestion ever. So basically, you spawn in. He comes through. The room is green, and he just breaks the wall. Super simple idea, but it's very cool. Okay, then we have Howl. Actually, B50 came first. This is B50. I'm sure you all know him if you've been a fan of my channel for a while. You just go in, and just a normal room. I don't know what that text says, by the way. Probably B51. And you just see a normal locker, right? Nope. B50 blocks it. And yeah, he just deals damage until you leave the room. So basically, that's his concept, is you just have to leave the room. Howl, another floor 1 custom. Go in. The room is red, and you have to hide in the ceiling because he destroys everything in the room. And in the Entity Experience universe, this purple is the guiding light. So yeah, it helps you. It never is evil. I might eventually make like an evil guiding light thing, but yeah, that's just the normal guiding light. So then you leave the room, and now we go upstairs. Stalkers will be last because they came. Well, actually, they'll be second to last, I think. Okay, Dash, also viewer suggested by Burger. So you come in, just like nice room, and then he starts coming through really fast, and his room is always purple. That's how you know he's arriving. And he just comes through 6 times. Well, rebounds 3, comes through 6 times. So it should be gone now. Yep. Now come back upstairs, and now Fraud. This is from Rooms Reborn, his custom thing created. This is by my brother. So yeah, I think this text, what does it say? A40. So then that means that the correct room would be A41, which is this one, by the way, and this says A42. You'd think, oh, I might want to go skip a room. We'll never fall for it. Entity's hiding. And as soon as he comes through, and you see him appear, you have to run to the nearest locker because his big form will come through and try to attack. Next is Sensitive, a 3D model. That's what that tagged out text says. And this is viewer suggested by Fireorb. So, basically the idea is that when you mess with an object too much, he'll spawn in because he'll get like annoyed and something like that. But yeah, his main mechanic is you mess with an object too much and he comes through. And you have to click it about 10 times for him to be annoyed. I like to keep track of it up here because they're like, I want to know when it's about to happen so I can show you guys better. Okay, 3 more clicks. So 1, 2, and now, yep, 3. Now it's gonna come through, deal some damage. Yep, go. I actually really like its sound. So yeah, I just really like that sound a lot. I don't know why. Notice, suggested by my brother. Well, created by my brother, not suggested, because he made it up. Also a 3D model. So basically, he has this, like, destroyed kind of level run for your life room. And basically, he starts playing this annoying sound, and you have to leave the room. And he's always hiding in a window while sticking his hands in lasers out. And then in my brother's universe for rooms, yellow is a guiding light. So that's why there's yellow, if you're wondering. Okay, next one is Fall, suggested by XSV1000. Or not 1000, 0001. Fall. This one I just built recently, actually. Even though it's one of the oldest suggestions, it's because I got into the demotivation phase for a few months. And I was just like, I don't want to build. But yeah, so you come through, no hiding spots, but there's a hole, and so you have to hide in that hole while he comes through. I think that's it. Yep. And there's always a ladder going down to the hole. Okay, next is sounds. View suggested by AR. So you come in, maroon, right? Well, you may notice a locker is already broken. Hide. He comes through very fast and blocks the locker for a while. If you touch that locker, you die. Next is ricochet, suggested by rebound. So here's the image. By the way, I really like these images here. They're really cool. This one just feels like a classic Doors entity, which I really like, actually. Almost every image in this game I really like, because you guys are really good at finding images. Okay, ricochet. Come through, immediately run to the nearest hiding spot. Or, not hiding spot, hole in the floor, as he's extremely fast and starts destroying everything in his path. A hint that he'll be coming is that the rooms are orange. That's what a lot of entities hint at when they're coming, is that the room is orange when you enter them. Because other than that, how are you supposed to be warned? It's so fast. Happier, suggested by Happiers. Let's go. So, the idea for this one is that just does like a few rebounds, but the way you can tell it's coming, because you think, how are you supposed to know this is coming? Well, his mechanic is that there is always a light in the front of the room when you enter, and no light at the other side. So basically, weird light placement is how you tell he's coming. Next is creative, also suggested by Happiers. He's basically just a rush type, but the room flickers red. He's decently slow, and he just passes by a few times. He's overall just a really simple concept. Okay, say bye. Now we have Shush, suggested by Nernadia. So this one is kind of similar to... Actually, what one is it similar to? I don't know. I'm too lazy. But basically, it comes in and starts playing sound, and if you move or jump around, damage. So you basically just have to, like, watch him and wait for him to go away. Waiting. There we go. His sound keeps playing just for the convenience, so it could just loop. Okay. Now we'll move over here. So I can actually remove this text. I don't know why I kept it there. This new text will be moved right now. On camera footage of moving stuff. No way. Boop. That will go there. Okay, say hi to B not 70, not, oh my goodness. Okay, not B50, B75. Let's go. This one's also suggested by Rebound, as suggested back there. So basically he comes in, plays a sound, figure sound by the way. He opens his eye, and you have to avoid him, and lockers. See, I just took damage because I went too close. And then he goes away. Next entity is Sadness. So this one is really cool. So suggested by Ahmad Takif. You go in, just a normal room, right? Go over here. He spawns in. Basically, he just summons Russian ambush, and so you just have to be really careful with him. And then when they're gone, he just disappears. Cool idea. Oh, just not me struggling to get up here. No way. Okay. Then this one is C170, also known as, I forgot. It had a word name. I think it was something like checker. I think it had check in the name. But it is viewer suggested by X300. And basically he acts like the currently removed A258 from Interminable Rooms. Well, yeah, removed in the new update, but here he is. Just comes through and just makes noise and is annoying. Just avoid him. So he's just a noisemaker. He never disappears, so you just gotta get far away from him. Luckily, he has a small range. Next is Speedster, suggested by Miguel Gaming _4990. He is basically just a rush type, but he gives you no light already. So, yeah, that's how you tell he's coming, is that the room already has no light when he hasn't even passed through. So you just have to come and run to a hiding spot. Next is Aquaphobia, made by my brother. This one's really cool because it's a new, area, and he comes in and floods the room, and you have to avoid it. That area is also none other than this one that came out a long time ago, but was just, remade for entity rooms. Next is Run, suggested by Yaboichi. Okay, let's go in. He comes through and blocks all lockers while going through a few times. Very simple, but yet cool. Okay, let me fix my mouse because it's being dumb. And now we have Appearance. This one is suggested by David591. And there's 2 modes to him. So one, he just does sans talks and just sits there. So, yeah, he's super happy. Kind of like Happy Man from Room So Detailed. By the way, I might make a Room So Detailed video. But yeah, just chilling there. Nice, calm entity. But make sure you never get too close to Appearance, because if you do, oh no. And yeah, and then he gets mad and starts rushing through. It's a really loud scream. So yeah, basically, never go touch him. Also, what? How'd this get down here? Okay, whatever. Next thing is Agophobia. Or not algophobia. Algophobia. This one was suggested by Bobby, I guess, 1334. This one has a really unique mechanic. And it's also probably one of the entities with the best, animations in rooms. Because, yes, it has an animation. So come in. You have to hide in holes in the wall. Because you see, these are blocked. Come through. And he comes, breaks the door, and comes through a few times. Then he gets faster. And then Guiding Light comes through and leads you to victory. His sound keeps playing to trick you. And now we've done with that one. Now the final entity on these main 3 floors is the Stalkers, also a 3D model. Let's go. Here are 2 planks showing that the only way across is down. Then, what's that? What is that? Go up close. Oh no! And then it starts doing an immense amount of damage. You gotta click it, and then Guiding Light tells you to come here. Why? Oh, because the Stalker's other friend comes through. Because, if you may notice, the name is Stalkers plural, not singular. So, 2 entities are in this one room. One of my favorite builds, I've done this. Now, we go to the top floor. Okay, so these are the dev entities. All this says is that the dev entities will get rotated every once in a while. Let's open Jumblambing for today. But here is A404, Angered. Let's click it. And he starts destroying everything and coming through extremely fast. You can see him just zooming over there. And he kills you in literally basically every room. You're safe in Dev Entity room, but go into Shatter, and you can see his face coming through. Yeah, it's crazy. He is very chaotic. Next is Jumblambing. This silly little fella exists. I love him so much. Look at him, so goofy. Okay, click, and then you gotta go to Dev Entity room. He spawns in the room zone. See, he's just doing a silly little bounce. I should be fine, right? Right? Nope, he explodes and kills you. Nice. So, yeah, those are every single one of the main entities in the Entity Experience full game, update 3.8, because that is the last update that came out. Here's my merch stuff. They're kind of just like meme images because, Yeah. And then there's the meme of the week. Yeah, I am out of parts. If I can show you all here, I'm only 20 parts left, so that means I can't build anything left on this obby. So until I buy more parts, I luckily will be able to buy more parts soon though. So stay tuned for possibly a bunch more updates for this. Billy is possibly included. Ooh. But yeah, so that is the full game. Before I go though, I have to showcase all the featured entity board. So these were all entities that were suggested to me that did not make it into the game due to part limit. So, Rager, suggested by Kareel Poo. Calmness, suggested also by him. Concern, suggested by Figure the Elon YouTuber. Screamer, suggested by Interminable Rooms player. AE53, suggested by AE53. Time Consuming, suggested by NPC Carl. Movement, suggested by Luna. B100, suggested by a Russian name that I couldn't type, sorry. Then we have T87, suggested by OM. Hole, suggested by I'm a Poop 555 Studios. Duep, whose images looks like he sadly got deleted. I'm pretty sure. Let me see. Sorry, just testing, and nope, it's deleted. Great. Sorry about that, Owl. But Duep, suggested by Owl. B68, suggested by Ahmad Takif again. A225, suggested by Glauber and Najan Glaukon. Corner, suggested by XSV0001. Flamer, suggested by C Plays. B60, suggested by Patrick. Trick. Agony, suggested by... Oh, actually, A.Gany, suggested by Hola Chow. Scramble, suggested by Mitchell. Knock, suggested by Oofness. X60, suggested by Jolly Bendy Man. E150, suggested by E150. And Statiker, suggested by C-Splash. That is the entirety of the entity experience. I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you so much for over 500 likes, and see you all soon with some new stuff for the Entity Experience series. Bye!